What is happening, everybody? For me and my glass of wine, don't mind if I do. Eat anything you want and lose weight. So a lot of you, I'm sure, are for me and my wine. I thought, what better time to do it before I have wine, before I go to dinner. A lot of you, I'm sure, are familiar with if it fits your macros, or flexible dieting. That's literally what it's coined for a reason. And I know some people can't wrap their minds around it because they're like, how can you eat Oreos or how can you have a glass of wine and lose weight? Like, that's just like so not true. But to break it to you, it is true, you guys. Clearing some things up so that you guys understand it a little bit more as far as like being able to eat what you want and losing weight or all that stuff. So macros overall, it's the most sustainable long run. It's the most maintainable. It makes dieting a lot more enjoyable as opposed to being like on a cookie cutter diet with just like broccoli, potatoes, and chicken. I would go, can I talk? I would go crazy. I don't know about you, but I'd go crazy on that. Don't mind if I do take a sip and lose weight still, yes. A lot of people will eat super healthy food and they won't count their calories or they won't count their macros, but I always suggest counting your macros first and foremost. But they'll be eating like the healthiest food and they're like, oh my God, like I'm not losing weight. Like, oh my God, like what is happening? You can be shoving your mouth with the healthiest food, the most nutrient dense food, the most micro dense food with, you know, full of vitamins and minerals. But the thing is that you can stuff your face with that kind of food till you're blue in the face. But if you are in a caloric surplus, which is when you're eating over your maintenance calories, you're not going to see any weight loss. So you need to start counting your macros. Overeating, as far as like calories for your personal individual self, you're not going to see weight loss, okay? Macros is flexible, so you're able to eat servings of Oreos if you want when you're dieting, or literally have a glass of wine like I'm having here. Macros you want, and I always tell my clients this, I always tell my friends and family this, you want the foundation of your nutrition to be a lot more whole, micro dense food. So like, you know, stuff like potatoes, the basic, like, you know, incorporating a lot of vegetables, making sure you're drinking enough water, having like fish, you know, salmon in particular that is really good for you, has essential fats. Stuff like that. You want the core foundation of your nutrition to look like that stuff, because in the long run, that's what's going to fuel your body in a good way, and that's what's going to meet your micronutrient needs, which is vitamins and minerals. And in the long run, you're going to have more natural energy, and you're going to be healthy overall because you're fueling your body with food that's good for it, okay? But if you do want to have a serving of Oreos, if you do want to have whatever your thing is, like I love wine. If you want to have a glass of wine, just saying, you're able to do so because it fits within your numbers. Okay, alcohol is a little bit different, but as far as like Pop-Tarts or, you know, donuts that you can actually count, you know, the fat, the carbs, and the protein in it, you can have that kind of food and you will still continue to lose weight. But you don't want, like when I first started my fitness journey and I like learned how to count macros, I was like, wow, this is amazing. But I did it wrong. Like I counted my macros and I was like, oh, you can eat whatever you want and you're gonna be fine and you're gonna be healthy. But that's not the deal. You need to eat food that's healthy for you and nutritious for your body. And so I was just like eating whatever, like Pop-Tarts and cookies and like all this stuff that's just like, it's no nutrients in it. It's like, you know, just goes right through you, doesn't provide anything. It's like a, you know, like a crash and burn type of energy. And so I did it wrong in the beginning, but I abused macros, right? But when you do macros, you can have stuff like that, and you should have stuff like that, because it's like a mental break knowing that you can like have Oreos if you want. I don't know why I keep using that example. Or you can have, what's my thing? I love like gummy worms, gummy bears. I could have like, you know, even though it's a crap ton of carbs, literally candy is like straight carb, super high carb, but you can have like a serving of gummy bears and you would still lose weight as long as it fits your numbers and as long as you are in a caloric deficit, which is when you're under your maintenance calories if your goal is to lose weight. That's pretty much it, you guys. If you're finding you're not losing weight, it's because of that reason, that you're, you know, in a caloric surplus, and if you're shoving your face with like the healthiest food. But overall, macros is the best way to lose weight, to be able to flexibly eat whatever you want essentially, and lose weight. And it's the most sustainable and it's the most enjoyable. Like this is already hard. It's already a big commitment. I say this to my clients all the time. So don't make it harder on yourself and try to be on like a super strict diet, or try to be on like these crazy fad diets that drive me crazy, like keto and stuff. Like, yes, that will get you results to an extent. Definitely, there's no lying in that, or no denying it, but is it sustainable long term? No. Knowledge bomb on that ass. I hope you enjoyed that video talking about eating whatever you want essentially and losing weight, because it is possible, and doing fitness is already a big commitment and it's hard. So find the most maintainable, sustainable ways is like my biggest suggestion to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so freaking much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to thumb it up. I will catch you guys in the next video because you hit that subscribe button. Love you so much. Mwah.